What's going on, guys? Mr. Jason back here again with another episode of my mail packages unboxing about apparent Blu-rays, DVDs, and video games. And as you can see, I trimmed up my beard. Kind of got a little tired of it, trying to keep it all groomed up and everything, keeping up with it. And I just said, screw it. And as you can see here, I kind of moved the table that I placed my phone on a little bit to the side. So you're going to see more of my PlayStation 5, which is covered. You might see a little bit more of different collectibles that really haven't appeared in videos, kind of like this Full House Collector's Edition. And next to that, you can see is the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the Collector's Edition of the Blu-ray. I forget exactly what that set was called, but just pointing out a couple different things you might notice watching this video. But we got about 6 packages here. One of these I'm probably going to keep for my own collection. I'll explain that situation when we get to it. But everything else here, you know the deal. Resell, flip. But here we go. We're going to get right into this. But if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. And if you enjoy this video, thumbs up. If you're coming back, you're already subscribed, just watching another one of my videos, thank you very much. I appreciate the support. But we are going to get right into this. Let's see what goodies we got this episode. And I'm dropping things already. But here we have this one. I'm not too sure about. I took a gamble. Prices for this has been like fluctuating all over the place. But here we have Silk Stockings, the complete 4th season. I honestly can't remember exactly how much I paid for this. I know it's under $20. I want to say it's between the $15 and $20 range. Maybe a couple dollars less. I don't know. So anywhere between 10 and 20. But I always put what I paid and the value of stuff on the screen here. But yeah, I looked it up. It seems to be going for the range of value of like about $25 to $40. So I took a gamble with it. I figured why not make a little bit of profit on it. I remember my mom used to watch this show back in the day. I think it was like on USA Network after WWE Raw and stuff like that back in the 90s. I never cared too much for it. I guess it's like 94 or something like that. But figured I'd take the gamble. Try it out. Why not? Moving on to the next package. Let's see. I should have mentioned the other seasons for that TV show, Silk Stockings, doesn't really go worth much. It seems like the 4th season is the only one that's going worth anything, even if it's just a few bucks profit. But next up we have The Amazing Spider-Man 2 for PS4. I paid $20 for this. This used goes for still about like 40 bucks, 35 to 45 range. And I still have the one that I got a couple episodes ago that's still sealed and haven't sold it yet. A lot of people are keeping their eye on it. They're hoping for a very cheap price for a sealed game. But anyways, I got a pre-owned copy to basically list as soon as I sell the other one. So 20 into whether it's 35, 40, 45, whichever, decent profit. Moving on to this next package here. It's one of those bubble mailers where the tab is easy to just like rip the envelope open. This one I took a chance on as well. I'm definitely going to make a profit from this. And it comes complete, which is good. This has got like the little comic, I believe, with it, or that's just the manual. Actually, it is the comic. I don't even know if this came with the manual. You guys have no idea what game I'm talking about. You're about to find out. But here we have the GameStop exclusive physical edition of Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 for Xbox One. I paid, I want to say 20 bucks or so for that. I can't remember exactly for this one. If things don't arrive for a couple weeks after I placed the order online, because it's coming from literally the other side of the country, like on the West Coast, and I'm on the East Coast, so it takes a bit. I tend to forget exactly what I paid for what, but I just would say it's at least $20. And if it was any more, I probably used points to get half off, so I don't know. Again, I'll put the price and stuff on the screen. You'll see it there. But this goes for about like 45 to 55. It's one of those other fluctuating prices, but I'm definitely going to make somewhat of a profit. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Capcom and Marvel, so, but I don't have an Xbox anymore. So I did have this on PS3 at the time, but this is the upgraded version for current gen, I guess you can say. Well, originally Xbox One, which probably can be played on Xbox Series X. So just an upgraded version. Fighting games I tend to get bored of not too long after playing them, so they usually just kind of a phase, like Tekken, Street Fighter. But I don't want to ramble on too much about that. Moving on to the next package. Let's see. We got 2 more packages of stuff that I'm just flipping and reselling. And 1 more for something that's probably just going to stay in my collection. More of a story behind that once I get to it. But here we have My Neighbor Totoro on DVD. This is a Studio Ghibli film, as long as the DVD does not have a cracked disc or anything like the last one I got. But I paid $5 for this, and it still goes for about like $30 to $35. It could be like 25-ish. So 25 to 35. The thing behind this, why it's so out of print and sought after in some form, is this has the original dub voiceovers compared to the Blu-ray release, which changed the voices. So that's why people want this DVD version, because the original dub is not on the Blu-ray. For those who didn't know, now you know. And moving on to this package here. It's not the last one, but it is the last one. I'm probably going to be the one to be flipped. The one I'm probably going to keep for myself is going to be opened up after this one. Here we have the Beverly Hillbillies movie on DVD. This, I think I paid about like $5 to $8 for. I can't remember exactly, but it seems to be going for about like $20 to $25. So I figured, why not? It's some kind of profit, you know. It's got a cracked case, but I can easily replace that. But moving on to the last package here. It's a very unusual package that this store that I buy from usually ships their items in. It's usually these. And they upgraded, I guess, maybe. But let's see if I can get this. These envelopes don't have like a special tab or anything, and this is a still book, so I do not want to ruin it. So, let's see. There we go. Got it. I'm going to explain the story behind this one. I'll just say, back in the day when this movie came out, well, I'm actually happy about this. I'll explain more about that after. I was very close-minded back in the day when I was younger when it came to a lot of movies. Horror was my main genre. And when it came to any other genre, I was very selective. So I was very close-minded. But as an adult now, I'm more open to a variety of movies and genres. And with the most recent sequel that came out, Top Gun Maverick, I just gave it away, but it is what it is. Apparently, it's really amazing, and I believe it is. And I looked up the trailer and stuff for, of course, Top Gun is what we're talking about. And I figured, you know what? If I'm going to buy the movie and watch it, why not do it in this kind of fashion where if for some reason I end up not liking it for whatever reason, let's get the out-of-print 4K steelbook. And it does have its J-card. The person, whoever bought this, just folded it, which I hate when, like, I know a fellow YouTuber that I watch. I guess he does the same similar thing to this, but it kind of ruins it, I think. Like, it's all bent. It's got a crease on there now. So value-wise, most collectors aren't probably going to want that like that, but I always keep mine just like that. It is what it is, but I mean, I'll try to, but I'm going to get back to that story. Worst case scenario, if I end up not liking this Top Gun 4K steelbook, I believe this was a Best Buy exclusive, it goes for about like $40 to $50 or so. I was just saying more of a $35 to $50 range used, so I paid $15. And I was like, if I do buy it to keep it for myself, I want the better edition, which is the steelbook. So I figured, why not? And Top Gun Maverick's coming out, I believe, in July on home video release. And it's going to have a steelbook as well. So why not try to get the steelbook? So that's kind of what I did. And I got lucky. I waited. I mean, good things do come to those who wait, but not all the time. That's not always the case. But in this case, it actually did. I was able to get the 4K steelbook right here. And I can still make profit if I decide not to keep it, or I'll get the version that I wanted if I do decide to keep it, and then I'll get the sequel when it comes out to the 4K Steelbook Blu-ray that's coming out for that. But yeah, right here, $15. Could keep it for myself, which I'm probably going to do. I'm going to watch it, see how that goes. Worst case scenario, get some money back in profit too, you know? But yeah, that was the story behind that one. And that's going to do it for this episode, actually. Here's our stack right here. We got Silk Stockings, the 4th season, Amazing Spider-Man 2 on PS4, Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom on Xbox One. Then we have, what is this? My Neighbor Totoro. I'm reading this backwards, that's why. Beverly Hillbillies movie, and then Top Gun 4K Steelbook. I'll put on the bottom of the screen total spent for everything in this episode, projected total profit of the stuff that might not sell before I upload this video, or all the stuff that does sell before I upload the video. I'll put the total profit made, and vice versa, like I've been doing on all my previous episodes. Let me know in the comments down below, guys, if you have any of these from this stack, anything related to the stack here, these movies and video games, if you have any of them in your collection, which ones, and which ones you actually like, which ones you're looking for. My link to my Mercari and eBay will be in the description down below if you're interested. Check them out to see if they're still available by the time you're able to look anyway, see if they're still sold or still available and not sold yet. If you're interested, if you want to help support, there you go. Or if you're just finding out that these are actually worth what they're worth, Bolo, be on the lookout. If you didn't know, now you know. But guys, that's going to do it for this episode. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed and new to the channel, please subscribe if you enjoyed it. I do all kinds of similar content similar to this. I do other content with out and abouts, food reviews, taste tests, you know, all kinds of stuff related to physical media. Pretty much anything that I'm into. My channel brand is me. It's just everything I'm into, and I just want to share with everybody here. But if you're into that kind of content, you won't regret subscribing, so please do so. And if you're coming back watching another one of my videos, showing some more love and support, I really appreciate you guys. But you know the drill. I will see you all on the next one. Take care.